So basically, when I came out to my family, they half of my family told their children, one half didn't. The half that did, they told my children, or their children, and their children accepted it. There was only one of my nieces who kind of questioned her own gender because she had never considered it before. But she stopped questioning after a couple of minutes of talking to her mother, and after that she's never questioned it again. It was a non-event, really. And the other side of the family that did not tell their children, X'd me out of their life. I am not to be around their children, they are not to see me dressed up, they are not to talk to me. So basically, it's sending a huge message to their children. The uncle that was always very active in their life is now gone, effectively gone, and the children don't know why. And if they ever do figure it out, it's going to be a message to them that I am a bad influence in their life, or that I would be a bad asset, if you can consider it that. So basically, sorry, I'm skipping a beat right now. Basically, there was two reactions. One was good and one was bad. And now, not only am I losing the relationship with my nieces and nephews on that side of the spectrum, but I am also losing that relationship with my brothers and sisters, because I can't very well visit my brothers and sisters very often because their priority is their children, and they're always around their children. So that's another dynamic that really, really stinks. So anyways, I don't believe in sheltering children. I don't. I don't believe in throwing them to the wolves either. So it's where's that happy medium? And so I'm going to speak about that equilibrium a little by using this to compare. OSHA was having problems in warehousing with people hurting their backs, and they wanted to do an investigation to figure out where these injuries were coming from. Well, the employers were giving their employees back braces to protect these employees from hurting their backs while lifting. Well, these employees were wearing these braces, and what it was doing was atrophying their muscles, meaning their muscles were beginning to disappear because they weren't using their muscles anymore. So that's what happens when you don't use your muscles, when you don't exercise them. So what happened was these employers were trying to protect their employees for liability reasons, and in the end they were actually hurting their employees. And it's the same thing when we shelter our children. It is our responsibility as parents to show the children the world and what it has to offer, the things that can go wrong, how literally sometimes life can be amoral. In fact, biology can also be amoral. Sometimes there's conjoined twins, sometimes there's people born with transgender identity dysphoria, they have identity dysphoria. You know, sometimes there's just things that go wrong in biology, and biology isn't some living being that has morals. It is amoral. Stuff happens. So, you know, explain this to children, and I think we underestimate exactly how resilient they are, and how smart they are, and how they're apt to be able to handle this. And that's been proven. I've seen it. I've seen it with my brothers and sisters that told their children versus my brothers and sisters who did not tell their children. Anyways, this is my opinion. I really do not believe that I'm that far off, if I'm off at all. And obviously everybody's going to have their own. But the truth of the matter is, children listen to their parents when they're younger, and this may change in teenage years, but they listen. Whatever fell from my parents' lips when I was younger was golden. I asked them questions. When I got an answer, I took it for what it was. If you tell your children in an age-appropriate manner, and make sure that you're there to walk through life holding their hands, teaching them and showing them, they will trust you. And same thing with this issue with being transgender and somebody changing their genders. They're not going to be confused, and they are going to be able to accept it. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you think this video will help anybody else that you show, please tell them about it, and please subscribe above. I appreciate all of your patronage, and for everybody who leaves them wonderful comments. I hope that this is something that will help.